In Brooklyn, we are set for the main event, and as WBC heavyweight champion Deontay Wilder's had 99 problems, but beating opponents ain't one. This is his sixth title defense against the man he dethroned almost 3 years ago, the only man to go the distance against the bronze bomber, Bermane Stiverne. Here's Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready for the main event of the evening. Please welcome the boxers as they make their way to the ring. First, escorted by rap artist and songwriter Frank Castle, please welcome the challenger and the former world champion from Miami by way of Haiti. Here is Bermane Stiverne.
Dade County, 305, Stiverne, relax and take notes. Relax and take notes. Relax and take notes. We used to be number 10. Relax and take notes. Birthday was the word day. I came to bring the pain. Hardcore to your brains, all the dirty with the crane. Ain't that a dream? Supreme with the D-boy status, I'm rain king. Catch me with the baddest chick establishment. I got the magic stick, the girl can get it. A time with suspenders, Gucci lenses, pushing business. I'm the man, girlfriend. My pedigree so on beat to get this money. Basically, I'm too street, can't be no dummy. Cash rules, I break rules, who's gon' find me? Microphone fee, not beat, I'm too dummy. Run with DMC, that run the streets, who screaming down with the OPP. I'm cool. Do you want more? 305. Dade County. Relax and take notes.
I heard from rapper Frank Castle as Bermane Stiverne looks to once again become the king of the WBC heavyweight castle. It's all about taking notes, I guess, Paulie. Which notes did he take from the first meeting with Wilder that will help him here tonight?
Well, for one, he knows he can take the power. He knows he can go 12 rounds with Deontay Wilder, something no one else has been able to do thus far. So the durability can give him the confidence, and if you can stay in the ring with Deontay, you got a chance to hurt him each and every round that you last in there with him. You got to be in it to win it. So not getting knocked out is the first key. The second key is putting together a proper game plan. We'll see tonight.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, making his way to the ring, escorted by the one and only 50 Cent, here is the hard-hitting heavyweight champion of the world from Tuscaloosa, Alabama, the bronze bomber, Deontay Wilder.
I'm trying to be what I'm destined to be. The niggas trying to take my life away. I put a hole in the nigga for fucking with me. My back on the wall, now you gon' see. Better watch how you talk about me. Cause I'm come to take your life away. Many man. Wish that on me, Lord. I don't cry no more. Don't look to the sky no more. Have my things, put some niggas put money on my phone. Get your refund, motherfucker. I ain't dead. I'm the diamond in the dirt that ain't been found. I'm the underground king that ain't been crowned. When I rhyme, something special happen every time. I'm the greatest. Something like Ali in his prime. Whoop a lot of the buzzers. I've been knocked on the humble. Swing it out when I rumble. Show your ass for the country. Gotta tell a nigga, go ahead, lose your head. Turn your back on me, get clapped and lose your leg. I walk around, gun on my way. Chip on my shoulder, top bust, clip in your face, what's it? Come on, many man. Wish that upon me, Lord. I don't cry no more. Don't look to the sky no more. Have mercy on me, have mercy on me. So when my heart turns cold, have mercy on many men.
legendary rapper, huge boxing fan, in fact, former boxing promoter 50 Cent serenading WBC heavyweight champion Deontay Wilder to the ring. And Al, both Wilder and 50 Cent known for power.
Yeah, and, you know, getting ready for this fight, Deontay Wilder, who has had an often injured right hand, as we pointed out on this broadcast, said, for the very first time in sparring, I didn't feel any tingle in my right hand. It felt perfectly healthy, and certainly he hopes it stays that way for this fight.
Well, he has a sleeping pill for a right hand, that's for sure, as we go to the tail of the tape for this WBC heavyweight title fight. It's a rematch, Al.
Yeah, well, there's a few numbers to digest here. First, the height and reach advantage for Deontay Wilder. He put them to good use in their first fight, hopes to do it again in this one. And then let's look at the weight of Bermane Stiverne. 254 3/4 pounds. That's 15 pounds more than he was for the last fight, and it ties his highest weight. He had that against Derek Rossi in his last fight, one in which he performed lethargically.
Here with the official introductions, the maestro on the mic, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you to Barclays Center here in Brooklyn as we present the featured bout of the evening, courtesy of Premier Boxing Champions and brought to you by DeBella Entertainment in association with Don King Productions, TGB Promotions, and Showtime. We are sponsored by Corona Extra. Corona invites you to find your beach. This bout is sanctioned by the WBC. The president and supervisor is Mauricio Sulaiman, along with the New York State Athletic Commission. The commissioner is John Signorelli. Introducing our three judges scoring from ringside. From New York, Eric Marlinsky. Also from New York, John McKay. And from New Jersey, Steve Weisfeld. Introducing our referee in charge of the action, Arthur Mercanti. All right, fans, here we go with the rematch. Main event of the evening, 12 rounds of boxing for the WBC Heavyweight Championship of the World. And now, ladies and gentlemen in attendance and boxing fans joining us around the world, live from Barclays Center in Brooklyn, it's showtime! Introducing to you first the challenger on my left, fighting out of the red corner, wearing black trunks with multi-color trim, fighting out of Miami, Florida, by way of Las Vegas and Haiti. He weighed in at 254 3/4 pounds with a record of 25 wins, 2 losses and 1 draw. He has 21 wins coming by way of knockout. Tonight, in his third world title appearance, he is looking to avenge his loss and regain the title. Please welcome the WBC #1 contender and the former WBC heavyweight champion of the world, introducing Bermane Stiverne. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner, the defending world champion, wearing gold and black trunks, fighting out of it proudly, representing his home of Tuscaloosa, Alabama. He weighed in at a ready 220 3/4 pounds. Here is the 2008 Olympic bronze medalist, undefeated in his sensational campaign in the ring with a record of 38 wins, no losses, 37 wins coming by way of knockout. Tonight, in his 6th defense of his title, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the long-reigning, undefeated, and defending WBC heavyweight champion of the world, known as the Bronze Bomber, introducing Deontay Wilder. Once again, our referee in charge, now to give instructions, Arthur Mercanti.
Let's go, champ. Let's go, champ.
Good evening, gentlemen. We went over the rules earlier tonight. I expect you to obey these rules. Let's have a nice, clean fight. Touch gloves. Good luck to the both of you.
Nearly 11,000 in attendance here at Barclays Center in Brooklyn for this heavyweight title fight, a rematch between Deontay Wilder, who has said he will retire from the sport if he loses tonight, and Bermane Stiverne, who promises it will not go the distance this time around. Referee Arthur Mercanti. 33-year pro, the bell in round one, the champion Wilder in the gold and black trunks. The challenger Bermane Stiverne, the former champ in black with gold, blue, and red, the blue and red of his native Haiti. The first Haitian-born heavyweight champion. And by the way, referee Arthur Mercanti wearing a black armband to honor the people who lost their lives in the terror attack on the West Side Highway bike path here in New York last Tuesday.
Honorable. Deontay comes out snapping the jab. I tell you, man, sometimes the way he snaps that jab, it's like he's like a little guy. That snap, like an Ali type of snap, or like a Larry Holmes type of snap. Not all heavyweights have that kind of snap on their jab.
No, it's a superb punch. You know, we talk about Stiverne being very inactive, which we've outlined. This is the longest layoff for Wilder in his career, 9 months. So he's getting back in the ring after a long period off.
Wilder, America's first heavyweight title holder since Brooklyn Shannon Briggs in 2007. Wilder became the first undefeated American to win a heavyweight title since the first ever Southpaw heavyweight champ Michael Moore in '94. In the opening minute, just one punch was thrown by the challenger Bermane Stiverne.
And Wilder has thrown about 16 jabs out of his 18 punches that he's thrown.
I think Bermane's really just taking his time, trying to close that gap. Doesn't want to take too many chances.
Shouldn't a red flag have gone up, Paulie, when Stiverne came in 15 pounds heavier than the last time these two met?
Yeah, you know, I was thinking the same thing. I was actually talking to one of the guys on his one of his friends or one of his guys on his team or whatnot earlier tonight, and they said, I asked him about that weight, and he said, no, he was just dehydrated last time, or he was malnutritioned, or whatever they want to call it, last time, and he's actually better at the weight he's at now, and I'll find out tonight. I said, okay. I was like, you know, I was just curious about that. Oh, it raised the red flag, so we'll see if he's able to put up the work rate tonight.
Stiff jab by Wilder now. Thus far, Stiverne hasn't shown the work rate. He's hitting, and Stiverne goes down in round one with that laser right hand from Wilder.
7, 8, 9. Okay? No, it didn't. Walk towards me.
18 of Wilder's 37 knockouts have occurred here in the round. First round, and Stiverne down for the second time.
6, 7. Look at me. Look at me. Turn around. Okay? Where are you?
Wilder's right hand is Thor's hammer, and here in round one, he is Ragnarocking Stiverne.
He's out cold. I don't know if he's gonna be able to get up.
That's it. That's it. That's it.
Statement. That is a statement.
Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down, Bermane. Just sit down. Sit down.
This is as loud as I've heard the Barclays Center at a boxing match we've done.
Three knockdowns in the opening round with a second left. Like the Brown Bomber, the Bronze Bomber has proven far more effective in this rematch, Al.
Well, Bermane Stiverne came out doing virtually nothing offensively, and that is the classic Deontay Wilder 1-2 combination.
Who's Wilder's trainer? Mark Breland. Did that not look like a Breland type of 1-2? The way he turned the right hand and the sharp jab in front of it. I mean, that was a heavyweight Breland type of combination.
Mark Breland, one of the great amateur fighters of all time, and also a champion. Now we look at the second knockdown. Again, the same combination, but it was the left hook that started the problems here, and a right that bounced off the head of Bermane Stiverne. And at this point, Deontay Wilder having a little discussion with Stiverne as he sits on the canvas. And the 1-2 is always the basis of what Wilder does. And then we will see the finish of the fight. Stiverne looked like he was going to get through the round with only a few seconds left, and here's Wilder juking and jiving and coming with the right hand. Now, ironically,
Here's the shot that hurts him right here.
This is the one, the left hand that really created a problem.
Right hand comes up the middle as well. He's already out. He's already out before he hits the ground here. So you credit to Arthur McKenty, man, because those are two big guys. He's got to get in the middle of those guys.
And actually, it was very good that he got in there right away so no more punches could land against Stiverne, and obviously he's out at that point.
Mamma mia, what a performance by WBC heavyweight champion Deontay Wilder. VADA doing their best to clean up the sport. Wilder did his best tonight, cleaning the clock of Bermane Stiverne. Let's go up to Jimmy Lennon Jr. to make it official.
Only lines, baby.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the time of 2 minutes, 59 seconds in round number 1. He is the winner by way of knockout. He is still undefeated. He is the WBC heavyweight champion of the world, the Bronze Bomber, Deontay Wilder.
39-0 with 38 knockouts, 19 coming in the opening round.